Friday. And so what we're going to find is that it's time to get ready. We're going into equality and balance. We're going into Libra as well. However, Libra can also mean that you are indecisive, right? You're going back and forth. So we're going to find balance because the equinox is that balanced time. And what does that do? It eases up the energies for you. It's instead of having so much pressure from right and wrong and up and down and back and forth and should I, shouldn't I, what to do and figuring it out and all of that. It becomes balanced. And what's really good is that gives you easier time to balance your intuition, to come into connection with your left feminine intuitive side and your right masculine side energies, okay? And you want those balanced. So as we go to the equinox, we're going to be gifted with that in this portal. The portal is open, all right? To me, it opened a week ago. Well, not a week ago, end of last week, but technically really yesterday. And what we're feeling is this beautiful opening, this balance. Now, you want to remember that the equinox is walking into another reality. So when we say a portal, it's a doorway. It's a dimensional doorway because we're multidimensional beings and we're evolving very, very fast right now. Then each time we have one of these opportunities, whether it's a full moon, a super moon, an eclipse, we got one of those coming up in a little bit. October is going to be pretty crazy, lots of energy shifting. So this is a wonderful time to feel the harmony and the balance and the peace and the Libra coming, right? And the equinox energies. Now, for me, I have always done retreats on the equinoxes. So I hope you'll join us for our virtual ceremony. It's just under 2 hours on Friday and it's recorded. So a lot of people do purchase it and then watch it that night or the next day. And you can watch it for 6 months, as many times as you like. We're bringing over our ceremonial troupe. I did an interview with Christian on my channel here. You can look under Infinite Conversations and see we talked about Mayan power animals. And we talked about, hey Sylvia, we talked about the equinox, and we talked about some of the really interesting things when I went back to listen to it again, because when I'm in the moment, like all of us, I didn't hear everything that he was saying. And he was saying how they're with you from conception, okay, to death, and whether we remember them or not. So it's really wonderful to increase your intuition, to keep expanding your ability to sense, see, enjoy different communications from realms all around you. Everything has a voice, everything has energy. And animals in particular are very, very important to us. This is my beautiful jaguar. She's my, I have also a black jaguar, and she is my moon, my full moon jaguar. Now, the jaguar, I love cats, but the jaguar wasn't really a big deal to me in my life until I moved here to the Yucatan, to the Mayan land, who's one of my black ones, obsidian. And it is the second most important animal guide, God type energy, essence, spirit to the Maya. And they're right out here in the jungle. Lucky me. And so what happens is that we get to interact with, we feel the sense, the essence of the jaguar here. You will connect because there's actual jaguars here, because the peoples who have lived on this land for a long time respected, interacted them. The Maya had temples called Balam. They had priests called Balam. Balam means jaguar. And there's a beautiful temple near here with an incredible pyramid with a jaguar altar still in the side of the pyramid. And you can see the mouth of the jaguar where they would enter for their sacred ceremonies. And there's angels, and it's just incredible. And it's called Balam, and that means black star jaguar. And so we've done many ceremonies there. I've done activations right there in front of that on the equinox morning with my live retreats. And what happens is that you start to tune into the history of the connection with the jaguar. You start to connect to all the ceremonies that were done there, all the communication or healing that happened with the jaguar. And with the jaguar in particular, the Maya believed that this is who taught them how to live, how to be human in a human body, because we're all spirit, we're all divine, we're all infinite. And we come into a body that came into a jaguar, and I came into me. And humans didn't have the instincts that these animal spirit guides have, and they each have powers, superpowers compared to us. Like insects can see light and compound eyes and all of this, and seem to be jumping. Just gonna check, make sure everything is off. Okay, well, I'll just turn off my phone. I am wired directly into the internet routers. Hopefully this is coming through. So when somebody has worked with a particular animal, or when an animal lives in that area, the energy and essence of their spirit, of their wisdom, of their knowledge, and the jaguar knows how to live on earth and be unseen and see in the dark, and that's one of the powers that they bring to us when we do sacred ceremony with the jaguar spirit guides, or when Christian, my Mayan Aztec ceremony leader, who's coming to do our ceremonies again on Friday. He's done two, I think, different jaguar ceremonies for us. One was in a sacred ceremonial cave, and it was crazy powerful. And the different men were painted as jaguars, and they were coming up, and it was incredible, the power and the essence that happens, because we weren't just tuning in ourselves, we were turning into all those years and all those people and all that history of the jaguar. So wherever you live makes a big difference in the power animals that are going to be relevant to you in the moment, or based on where you were born often as well. Just give me a second. I want to tell. Just telling my honey bunny that my internet seems to be very slow. And here's one of my spirit guide power animals is unicorn. Okay, so what we're going to do today, and between the spiritual weather report, I'm going to give you just a little bit more information about the equinox. But what I want you to do, and then we're going to play with some cards, some animal cards, because we did, as I was thinking about the ceremony for the equinox, what came to me first was jaguar, because I work with jaguar now. And jaguar brings you a loving, motherly like energy that teaches you or scoops you up. I've had clients on retreats have incredible experiences with jaguar spirit. That one beautiful lady, jaguar, a big, huge black jaguar, right, spirit guide, came and scooped her up with an arm and just tucked her in her belly and kept walking. So she was seeing and walking from inside the jaguar. And she could see what happens when you can see in the dark. And she felt one with the earth. And she knew where the water was. And she knew where the food was. Excuse me, the food was, and the senses that they have. So when you see gods in the olden days depicted with animal heads, like Thoth here, he has the ibis head. Why? Well, the ibis has certain things, winged ones, flying. They usually have very keen eyesight. They have different kinds of senses, and everything to do with wings and feathers always meant to the ancients, whether it's Egypt or Peru or Native American or Canadian or anywhere all across the world, that the feathers represent spirit, represent rising up out of your earthly fears and dramas and body to your higher self, to your spirit, reconnecting to those other realms. And then the freedom of that. So wearing a crown of feathers, wearing feathers on the head was a symbol of showing or asking consciously to be connected with the higher realms. And so when you had spirit guides who were winged ones, who were birds, then not necessarily all birds though, because of the butterfly, right? The dragonfly, they're winged ones Well, when they come as a spirit guide, whether it's for the moment or for a project or for a year or for your life, they come for your life sometimes. Everybody has them for your life. And that was reaffirmed by Christian in our conversation. He said, yes, they're from conception, but they're going to depend on your geographic location. They're also going to change night and day. There's night ones like the jaguar, and there's day ones. Okay, and there's seasonal ones. They'll shift their power, or they'll hand it off, or they'll work together. And so there's a lot of incredible things about animals and animal spirit guides. And when you tap into wherever you are, now here's the cool thing. We are all waking up, and you're starting to understand that you're not bound by time and space. That when you start to awaken your intuition and meditate and do light body work and energy healing, all these different things that I teach and other people are teaching lots now, right? Is you start to realize you can sense, you can perceive thoughts, communications, synchronicities, magic, ideas. You know, you could be like Chris, who draws in information through his dreams and literally solves technical problems on the computer that he has, 2 days and can't solve, and then comes to him in a dream. He stands up and goes to the computer, does some complicated thing that he couldn't figure out, and he's pretty good. Not like he used to be, but he's pretty good. And so, boom, it solves the problem. So we are constantly being guided, and animal spirit guides is one of the most fun things. So I'm super big on you expanding your intuition, and I hope you'll take the Intuition Awakening class. Everybody should take it. And it's the start of my mystery school teachings of really allowing you to expand your intuition. So once you take that, then you can start taking the live practice calls, which just blows everyone away. And when you get that feedback, you start to go, oh, I actually am right. And when you're doing it by yourself, there isn't the feedback, right? And then we're going to be doing a certification class starting in October. And if you haven't done Intuition Awakening, you can buy both. There's a special package with a special price right now. And I'll tell you exactly how to get started. You don't have to finish Intuition Awakening in order to do the certification, and we'll work together with you to show you how that works. So if you feel called, that's October and November. We're going to be doing live certification on intuitive readings, body scans, that's bodies, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all levels of the light body. You scan and you watch and you see. And a very new introduction to what the Akashic records are and how to go into the eighth dimension through a special tool that I have where the Akashic records are. This is where you can see everything you've ever been, your soul's ever been, everybody has ever been, and ever has been. So this is where we travel to when we do the intuitive readings, or when I do my soul readings with you. We always go and scan there. So it's a pretty fun thing you can do for yourself, or you can add it to your practice. So, okay. Today we're going to work with the animal spirit cards and the spirit animal oracle. I've got some sun coming, I think. Here we go. The spirit and oracle. Now, I also, when I was pulling that out, I discovered I had recently bought the cute little cat tarot. And I'm going to be doing Intuition Play Day. And so this week we're going to play with animal cards. I have those two. And then for the equinox, if you come to the ceremony, before the ceremony starts, I'm going to come on and I'm going to pull everybody who purchases the ceremony, even if you aren't there live. I'm going to pull you an animal medicine card. And these are the first cards I ever used. And they're phenomenal. So, gosh, this is terrible. Hold. Let me see. Is it this? Must be the sun. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'll show you a few of these. And these are incredible, incredible. These are based on Native American shamanistic traditions. All right, so those are the ones I'm going to play with on the equinox on Friday. So if you join that, just go to the shop, shop.nanakasha.com. You'll see the equinox right there. It's only $44, and we get to support these beautiful dancers. I'm paying for them to drive over. It's about a 3-4 hour drive, and they're staying in my house, and I'm feeding them, and we're gonna have such an amazing time. And they're gonna help me bless my land and name it Casa Ixchel, which is the Mayan goddess of the moon and the rainbow and abundance and all kinds of wonderful things. So you're going to get to be a part of that. And our intention is that when we bless the land, we're going to be blessing your land. When we bless the house, we're going to be blessing your house, and we're going to be blessing all lands and all houses. Because as we go through the equinox, we are one. We're in perfect balance, and we can make the veil is thinner as well, right? So this week, as you walk to that, I would love it if you feel called to play with your power animals, okay? You probably already know what your power animal is, right? However, remember that new ones come depending on what's happening, and we're all in a transition that we've never been in before. So it's a wonderful time to expand out and allow the other realms of the spirit animals to come in and speak to you. There's a judgment within us towards things like maybe a cockroach or a spider. I had a very large spider in my sink, my outdoor gardening area sink, and I don't like to kill things. So and spiders are very, very wonderful. But she was I don't know if she was poisonous. I haven't discovered what she was yet, but she was needed to move. And so I was able to talk to her. I got her inside of a big plastic jar. I didn't hurt her at all. I walked about 6 blocks, and I released her into a beautiful wild area with tons and tons and tons of trees and bushes and flowers and all kinds of wonderful things. And but then I came back and I said, oh, okay, the equinox is started. What are the spirit animals that are coming to talk to me? Because when I went to organize it, like I said, first jaguar came. Well, that made sense. Okay, we'll do another jaguar ceremony. Then very quickly, I was texting with Christian, and he said, okay, we could do that. And I said, wait a minute. It's power animals. And then I could feel them. They were rising up. It's like they're rising up out of the earth, saying it's time that you remember us. It's time, okay? And it's time that you listen, and when you see us, you don't dismiss us. And Christian said something the other day on our infinite conversation where he said, you might disrespect something because it's tiny or not glamorous, like, oh, my power animal is a bear. Well, what if it's an ant, okay, or something? Don't judge it. All right, an ant can carry what, 80 times its weight or something, like, wow. So everything has unique powers, and so do you. And they all know how to be themselves, and so they're effective on every level. You could speak to them in the mental, emotional, spiritual, etheric levels. You might speak to them from another life when you lived in the wilderness, or you had a particular, there's a guy that swims with sharks, and one particular shark's been coming to him for years, and he pets it. He wants to be pet. So who knows? You don't want to judge if shark is not a good one, because everything has powers and it's speaking to you. So whether you get a particular card today that you like or not, please be open and loving. And my card for the day and for a while now is flamingo. And 2 flamingos flew over us yesterday afternoon as we were sitting in the hot tub watching the beach and looking up, and I could see frigates and seagulls, and we don't see them often. They live over here in the lagoon, but they do occasionally fly over us, and there was a few months ago when they were flying over all the time. So what's fun about flamingo spirit is that it's embracing the in-between. It lives in 2 worlds or more. I like also that it's totally itself. It's, lets its colors show. But think about this. It can be with its head underwater. It can sleep standing on 1 foot energetically. What does that mean? A lot of balance. So it's that perfect guide, one of our perfect guides for walking through the equinox. Spider has come, volunteered herself, so we want to respect Spider. Spider Woman is an amazing goddess, an amazing Native American energy that you want to look at, because spider weaves the web of life. And when you can remember that you weave the web of your own reality, then you start taking back that power, right? What else is there? What is in the web? What are you connected to? So there's a lot of really beautiful things here. What else has come? A little raccoon type kawadi thing came, and we haven't seen that in a while. Uh, Not anywhere near the beach, so I have no idea how it appeared on the beach. And then we have iguanas every day, and I can't remember right now if anything else specific came forward this week. Butterflies. Butterflies have been coming. Oh, and giant grasshoppers. They started flying in over the ocean, one, two every so often, a week or two ago. But those are very beautiful guides as well. So, like I said, don't let anything make you not love the animal guides that are coming to you. Okay, so let's see here. Get to see me doing me. Okay, so let's dive into looking at a little bit of the energies this week. So all your focus is on getting to that equinox on Friday. It starts Thursday. And next we're going to do an equinox power animal meditation. And here's our ceremony. And I would so appreciate it if you'd like to come. This is a picture from one of our actual online ceremonies we had last year. That's Christian in the middle. That's his partner, VNA. That's his mother with the big headdress on, and the rest of the picture has his family. They did this ritual for us from Teotihuacan, right in front of the Pyramid of the Moon. It was quite phenomenal. And this is our intuitive readings certification that's coming up, so check that out. This is what's happening on the website. So this week is a path into and through the equinox portal. That's perfect balance between light and dark, day and night, above, below, and the veil is thin. So like we said, I want you to think about you're walking into a new reality. You have this opportunity. It's open for you to walk in a balanced way into a different reality. Now, science knows that that we're sending signals to our genes. We're sending signals to our light body and telling it every day when we think or feel a particular way. If you feel stuck, if you feel like a failure, if you feel afraid to speak up, if you feel like, wow, I want this so bad, but then you run into a fear about wanting something or taking action towards it, all right? Whatever the normal things everybody experiences, okay? I've been doing this work with people in a very deep way for over 30 years. So I've seen inside of people. I know the patterns that run in us. I know because I work with people and students all week, every week, I see what's happening right now in the planet. So this is a very important time. This is my favorite time of the year, the equinox, because it makes a powerful difference in your life when you actually take time out of your routine. You have to let go of the stress and the drama and the distraction. You can walk with these animals. They can carry you. They can be your friends. You can take a walk outside and just see who comes into your visible sight, right? But if you walk the path to the equinox consciously, just saying that you're ready and willing and open to the animals guides in particular, and any other guides that are optimal for you at this time for your highest good. Okay, optimal for me at this time for my highest good. Optimal at this time for my highest. Please, please, always. Okay, so you're gonna have some balance, harmony, inner peace, and the energy is also that it might be a new guide, but what I have been shown, and the reason this is important, and it is the theme of our vision quest and our ancestral Mayan ceremony, and everything we're going to do Friday in the online ceremony, is because these are long lost lifetime guides, and our power animals really want to speak to us. So what better than this balanced time for when the veil is thin and there's some harmony and balanced energies coming from Libra and different things. There's still some love from Virgo. And we're going to have the opportunity, okay, to walk, because when these guides are recognized, think about how much more they can do, how much more rich your life will be when you pay attention. Now, there may be 3D animals, insects, or winged ones that you see that bring a message to you, or 4D, 5D, 8D, and beyond, okay? They're rising. Don't get stuck in this 5D thing. Everybody's talking about going to 5D, becoming 5D. Oh, heavens to Betsy. We've been way beyond that already. Just do some of my work, you're going to go to 8 and 13 and beyond. So my goal would be to get way past 5D, but to go there on the way. Don't stay in 4D. But these are rising. That's what I said. I kept seeing this image. They were showing that they were rising out of the earth, rising out of 3D, becoming more tangible and closer. Equal, thinner veil. Okay? Now, that I told you about. And I told you about the bonus that I'm going to be on about 20-30 minutes early. And I'm going to pull you an animal card at the time on the equinox if you join us. And as soon as you sign up for this, I want you to realize that you're going to start receiving more messages and blessings. I'm doing blessings for everyone for the group every day. And the power animals are going to start to communicate with you right away as soon as you make a decision to join us on Friday. So that's the fun thing. Now be open, be receptive, receive these as you walk through your week. There's loving wisdom and support all week. Remember, you might have forgotten them, but they have not forgotten you. And they kept telling me that we have not forgotten you. We are here. Okay. So, and then I told you about the new mystery teaching intuitive readings. So that will be the 8th dimensional Akashic Temple, where you learn a process. Now you don't have to use this sell it as a specific session, or you can. I'll show you how to do that, how to form it as a session, or you can add it to your life. But being a parent, being a human, you need to have your intuition. You need to be able to get your own answers. Okay. So the peace, the justice, the balance is coming from Libra. Mercury's in retrograde along with a whole bunch of other things. It's going to be changing from Virgo to Libra. So it's leading you from that loving but very hardworking and organizing energy of Virgo into the balanced energy of Libra. And you want to take the love and the sacred feminine energies with you into the balance and harmonious vibes that are coming. Now, keep in mind, October is going to be pretty crazy. So okay, the other thing that they told me was to ask yourself this question. Will you allow the past to keep dragging you down and holding you back? Or will you walk? Now listen, you're walking through the portal and they keep showing me that they're walking with you. And they want you to be conscious that they're walking with you. They want you to feel supported because they're walking with you. They want you to open to receiving their love or their guidance in whatever way they can get through to you. Okay, so you want to just relax as you walk through this week and keep going. They're here. I see you. I welcome you, even if I can't see you. Okay, and they want you to ask yourself, will you allow the past to keep dragging you down and holding you back? Thinking about what you did, what you didn't do, what that person did or what this person didn't do, what you have to fix about yourself, what wounds you have to do, what certification or PhD you have to finish, what amount of money you have to do, what amount of weight you have to lose, whatever it is. The past is the past, and we have to zip it up and step out of it and leave it there. It doesn't matter anymore. There's no reason to blame yourself or anyone else. There's no reason to try to fix this or anything else. It's a very important moment to take your power back. Now, you can bring that with you, or you can take each step of the week and ask your power animals, ask your higher self, ask your inner blueprint, your true blueprint in your Akashic records, your blueprint in your 9th chakra, that says the potential that you hold to become. And believe me, it's not to be in pain and fear. Will you walk through the equinox portal balanced in your heart and ready for the wild ride? Your destiny changed in August. All of our destiny took a turn. Maybe it was disrupted, because Uranus can be change and awakening, but it could be a nuclear bomb or disruption. It's always for the higher good, but it's different for everybody how that change happens. So maybe you lost your job, or maybe something else just shocked you and something changed. But your identity is evolving. So you can't bring with you, you don't want to bring with you the old identity and the old fear, the old pain. So connect with your inner wisdom, because once you cross through this portal, you're going to enter the reality that you are ready for, that you are creating. So there's parts of you that are ready for something much higher than you have been. So the retrogrades happening are asking you to reassess right? And to just be aware that as you walk to this, you might be releasing and reassessing, or rewinding and letting go of things, and let the animal guides take them from you. Let them each use their specific power to take them. Okay? So when the equinox happens, the energy's balanced, the grid vibrates in harmony. You can see through the veil. You can harness the healing of Gaia. You can, it's the halfway point in the year, so you want to think about that, not in a goal pressure way, but in an acknowledgement like, 2022. I'm entering the second half. I'm a completely different person than I was in January when I entered this year. Think about how much has been pushed up, how much has left your life, how much has shifted in your life, because this is going to be a new energy shift as you enter the second half of the year. So find that balance, look at how you spend your energy, energize, but also delete things, let things go, assess, do I need this belief? Do I need this clutter? Do I need this relationship? Do I need this agreement, this obligation? Do I need this fear I'm carrying? Do I need this weight I have? Do that, whatever, okay? And let it delete. So remember, scales, finding balance, making decisions, and relationships. Who are you in relationship with? Is it good? Next week, we're going to talk about the new moon and so a few other fabulous things. Okay, good. So let's do a couple of cards, and then we will move on to our meditation. So if you would like a card, put your name into the chat here. 1 minute here. Okay, so before every call that I do, I create the Infinity Healing Chamber. It's something you learn if you do a class with me. And so you enter that. We're in this chamber that's aligned with the highest good, protected, and all kinds of other wonderful things. The other thing is that I also clear and cleanse myself. I align with optimal for this. I've been connecting with the power animals. I have an altar started downstairs in my casita for Friday, where I just walked around the room, to be honest, and gathered everything with animals on it. There's turtles and flamingos and even a stuffed raccoon from Chris's childhood, and carved turtles and hats and so on. And so I align with that, because I'm not here to push my agenda on you. I'm here to be a channel, a clear and open channel to what's the highest good for all of us right now, right here. So, show you my rocks that asked it for me to hold them, and then I have other ones underneath here. So, oh my goodness, my volume was very low. Turning it up, so you're probably gonna have to change your volume. Okay, so we're gonna cleanse and clear this deck over this chime over here. Show you. This is a great way to clear things. It's a vibration. And maybe you can even hear how it changes depending where I hold it. Oh my goodness, I don't have this on. Gosh. Wow. Well, I don't know whether you heard any of that, because there was my lavalier over there. Holy cow, and my volume was super, super low. Okay, you heard that I was picking cards, so good heavens, my apologies. So a great way to cleanse and clear your cards, your crystals, your room, your house, your land is copal, incense, rosemary. We're going to be doing copal blessings. Christian and their team are going to be with me as we walk around the land, and we welcome Michelle, the goddess, and we name this sanctuary her name. It's we've been working with her a long time, but this is our official naming ceremony for this sanctuary here. And they're going to have drums and chants and their things. We're going to do copal, very good for clearing, cleansing, protection, cutting the darkness. Rosemary, clearing, cleansing, and chimes, bells are very, very good. And so is this. So you can. So we're going to clear and cleanse these cards and ask that they be a clear and open channel for our highest good at this time and what is optimal for each of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to tune in and we ask that the energies and essences of these beautiful power animals contained in the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed from Hay House. I think I did show you this. Okay. So relax, do the similar, breathe in and be a clear and open channel for your highest good. Acknowledge that you're inside of the Infinity Healing Chamber and you are here, protected, supported, healed. When you work with animals, you're going to be working with elementals as well. So elementals, celestials, there's nature spirits, there's all these realms of Gaia, Crystal Kingdom that we can communicate to, and often they work together. Quinn, are you here, Quinn? Sandra, Josie, Elena. Quinn, hi, Quinn. Okay, good, you jumped out first right there into my space. So we have in this sacred space, we have called the Spirit Council of these animal spirits. And we ask for the animal spirit to step forward that is optimal for Quinn at this time. Now, I can't hear you. So when we do this on Zoom, I have you tell me when to pick. But I've created a clear and open connection with Quinn and her highest good. And I'm simply a clear conduit for her highest good. Okay, so there's an animal spirit literally behind me, like encompassing me and embodying me, running its arms along my arms. And it's going to pick for you, Quinn. Wow. Okay. It's kind of upside down, but I know which one it is. Ah, wow. This is what was behind me. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Brown bear spirit. If I got to get to the other screen. Okay. Brown bear spirit. It says take time out, and the number is 9. Now, like we talked about on our my interview with Donna in the Infinite Conversations, she showed us about her natural way. She has a new class on how to read tarot, traditional tarot. And beforehand, I was doing oracle cards with you and teaching you my intuition way of reading oracle cards. Now, you could look in the book, and you always want to at least once. However, you want to interpret this for yourself, Quinn. So there's a lot of symbolism here. It's one of the reasons that I bought these cards. I haven't worked with them very much. I got them in February. So I'll get closer so you can see. Of course, the number 9, you see the almost like halo behind here. Can't see my finger. Right here, you see these rings of patterns all the way out. They're around. He has an enlightened third eye. He has a crown of shells or turquoise, it looks like. The feathers, like we talked about, the feathers indicating this is a spirit bear. This is a higher realm. And he's definitely a guide for connecting you to the spirit realm. This beautiful paw print is a power symbol, and you have the spiral in the palm portal. So when you do classes with me, you learn about your palm portals, which is a chakra right here that is actually an extension of your crown chakra. And you can open it and draw energy in and out. So this is quite profound, that some of your intuitive healing is going to come from that. This spirit guide is here for help. And then you have to go into some of the other symbolisms here around the feathers coming from the neck. But you can even tell by his demeanor and his look. This is about inner vision, right? Higher inner vision. Very focused, a little bit serious. Beautiful. Okay. And I don't have time to do too long readings, but I want to give several of you a connection to your spirit guide. So now I'm going to put this card back in the deck because you're all welcome to have the same spirit guide if you want to. And this one is for Sylvia. Sylvia's coming through. Sylvia, please enter the center of this sacred animal spirit guide council. We ask for a clear connection between Sylvia and her spirit guide. This one. Okay, there were some specific instructions coming through there for Sylvia. It was 1, 2, 3. I had to like cutting cards, but I didn't cut them. I just took the deck 1, 2, 3 till I found it. What do we? Ooh, wow! Look at this. I have some peacock feathers on the altar downstairs. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Number 46. Absolutely beautiful. I wonder if I could get. Very beautiful. Now, one of the things to look at is, of course, what's going on with a peacock? Lots of eyes. Okay, so again, this is vision, but this is magnificence. This is the drag queen of birds, right? This is absolutely shining, unfolding, showing your opulence, showing your grandness. Look at the heart chakra. You can actually see the heart and it's shining light out of it. There's a crown on this particular peacock here. There we go. That might help you see a little bit better. And so really profound. Now a 4 and a 6 is a 10, and a 10 and a 1 and a 0 is a 1. So you can go into the meaning of 46 or 1. Okay. And big eye opening in the heart chakra. I did a retreat, the last retreat that we did in the Mayan here. We had the incredible experience of I was going to look at a true Mayan family that doesn't let tourists come because of my connections, my friends. And we went down to see them to arrange bringing my group there, which we did, and getting to see how they lived off the land and how they grew their food and how they made had the traditional way of bees and honey. The little melipone was incredible. And on the way back, my Mayan friends I was with stopped in the Mayan jungle in a Mayan village because they saw one of their friends. And we went over and talked to them. And he had no shirt on and he had shorts and it was dark. And his parents were in hammocks swinging on the trees, getting ready to go to sleep. And there was a fire and we were talking around a fire. And I immediately felt this incredible energy from him. And I looked down and he had a tattoo of an eye across his heart, across his chest. Really simple, but it was a big eye. And I was just taken. I knew in that moment I needed to do ceremony with him. And all the way back for an hour and a half or something in the car, he was with me and I could see the eye and the heart, and it was open your eye and your heart. And I'm like, that's the shaman for us. And we did indeed get to do an equinox ceremony with them in the jungle where they created a sacred fire for many days over the equinox, and they keep it going next to a sacred cave. It was crazy good. Okay, who else? Beautiful, Sylvia. Josie, let's see what we got here. Josie. It's beautiful. The spirit guide animals are all around me. And as soon as I shift, I look to, do I need to cleanse and clear myself? And they're like, no, just do this. And then I see your spirit entering. Yes, I'm going to mix them up. And there's a heart, something to do with your heart, Josie. This is a heart center animal spirit guide. All right, sandpiper. And what this means is we have them here, and I used to have them when I lived in Texas. Be playful, it says. 51. And what's cool here is for some reason there's water with lotuses. So there's a lot of spiritual energy here. Water energy being emotion or spiritual realm, water spirit realm. And lotuses here and here are the awakening of your inner being, your crown. Prancing and playing. They're also incredibly connected to each other. They're incredibly telepathic. They move with precision together, and they always go together. I love to walk up to them on the beach, and they take off, all of them, and then they just go around you and land right behind you. Beautiful. Okay, let me try to do a couple more, and we got to move on to our meditation. Alina, A-L-Y-N-A, I believe it was. So let me just... Okay, they want me to go faster and have less explanation and let you see the card and let you look at it. So you might take a picture of the screen. You might look these up online. Remember, this is what they are. And somebody might have a YouTube or something where they show some pictures of the cards, or you could just take a picture when I show it to you here. Throat chakra. This is something to do with your throat chakra, Elena. Wow. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Ooh, beautiful. So it's a number 10. Again, you can see there's a lot of symbolism on here. And you want to, there we go, get that, you can get a good picture there. The symbolism of the decoration on the horns, and this here up the center of the third eye here. 10 being 1 again, and 1 and 0 meaning you as a singularity and everything connected. And yeah, this is very profound. The feathers coming right up here on the third eye. But what I got as this was coming forward was throat chakra. So this is abundant universe providing for you, is going to come through you opening this area and speaking. Okay, I can't help myself but start doing deeper readings. All right. Let's see who else we have here. Hi, Sandra. Let's get you one. It's funny, you know, when I was cleansing the cards, Buffalo was on the bottom and I could see it. And then I shuffled them up and it came out. And when I saw it, I sort of thought, deja vu. Okay, Sandra. This is the optimal spirit guide for Sandra at this time. Okay, this is starting to be really, really awesomely cool. This was, again, the one on the bottom of the deck when I just cleansed it. And I shuffled it. Okay. Wow, wow, it's amazing. Okay. Here we go. Gotta change the screen so I can actually see. There we go. Beautiful, just incredible. Think on your feet, 27, which is a 9, which is completion. But take a look at the symbols and how they're over the eyes and the crown here, like a mask almost. Beautiful. Okay, Julie. So I'm going to do 2 more. And then when I start the meditation in a minute on a separate recording, I'll pull a few more if you want to come over there. I know it takes people a little bit of time to come. So, Julie. 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 Okay. For some reason, my Jaguar obsidian wants to be on the cards. And the malachite. Okay. Not a quick. Okay. Julie. Julie is present and front and center in this circle. Happily beaming. And all the lovely animals with long hair with the feathers, that go down, that hang with beads and stuff. Oh, you have a really beautiful Native American dress on. Ooh, girlfriend. Yeah. No? Yes? No. Okay. Ooh. Starfish spirit open to infinite possibility. 59. Now, starfish is one of my absolute favorites. The sacred geometry on the back of a starfish, and actually on the other side of it, is beyond stunning. So look at the pattern of the starfish. It's also the 5-pointed star and all of that goodness, right? Okay, and Lori. Lori, please enter the sacred space because your animal's already here. Was on the bottom of the deck and it wouldn't let me turn the deck over, Bobcat. Life is a mystery. Number 8, beautiful net grid. Like the sun disk that the Egyptians have, it's risen from behind you it's like it's rising. So your intellect is rising. Of course, there's the ability to see in the dark and the third eye here. Life is a mystery. Look up the Bobcat. And 8, of course, being infinity. Okay. All right, my loves, and I hope to see you. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do 2 more very quick. I'm going to do Deborah, and I'm going to do Enza. Oh my gosh, and I see also Leslie. All right, so I'm not going to be able to talk about them, but I want to do them for you. So Leslie wants a cat. Okay, you can have a cat. The cat tarot over here was calling for you. Okay. Leslie. All right, so this is a traditional tarot, Leslie, and it's the Queen of Wands, but it shows up like this because it's cats taking it. So Donna was telling us the other day, Donna, Astro Donna, I call her, that you step into the story, you ask the character what's going on, you embody it. So instead of a queen person, it's a queen cat. Look at the relaxed, cozy environment. You have your power, but you're safe. You're very safe in your power. You're relaxed. You're sleeping. You're doing your cat nap. You're traveling in the astral. Beautiful. Okay. Enza. Ooh, Enza, I'm so glad you're coming to the ceremony. Enza. They're giving me instructions. Oh, look, I didn't know. There's a grasshopper one in here. Yay. Okay. Enza. I have, well, there it is. Oh, that's when you're doing this and one flies out, it's usually your one. Here you go, Hawk Spirit. Let the spirit be your guide. 32. Beautiful. And, the vision that you have as a hawk. All right. And Deborah.
Well, this one's been popping, and it finally came to who it needed to come to, Deborah. Yours is the stag spirit. It says, take the lead. This is the cover art for this deck. Okay. It's the sacred stag, the number 58, very decorated, beautiful. Again, very prominent third eye crown, the way it's coming from here. These are antennas. These are part of intuitive networks. And take the lead in your life, dude. Awesome. Okay, everybody, namaste. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to now close this, and I'll be back on in a second with our meditation.